Here's a continuity issue that I think is a little unforgivable because of the nature of how the film was made. It's a very different kind, and it's the kind that doesn't always employ a script supervisor. And what this particular issue is on eye lines. And I guess I have to explain why eye lines are important for the script supervisor. Because we're there to make sure that all the footage that we get on set will cut in a logical manner, one way that we can make sure that that footage does behave it maintains its logic, is that if we maintain the proper eye lines. If we have character A speaking to an off-screen character B, the direction where character A is looking has to make sense. Okay? We are going to have to know which side of the frame the actor is going to be on, or even more importantly, where they're looking. Because you could have coverage where somebody is on this side and they're talking to the person, so that their eye line has to be
correct.
But we could also short side, which can be very, very odd, in which the eye line does stay, but I'm in the frame left position. So it's still going to have to match. So the eye line is far more important than exactly where they are in the frame, even though the frame might tell you something different. So what is the continuity error that I'm going to point out, and why I believe that it is rooted in an eyeline issue? Throughout the animated film, The Rescuers Down Under, there's a character named Jake. He's an Australian, voiced by Tristan Rogers, I believe. And he's a kangaroo rat, I think. Anyway, he has a very obvious nick in his ear. I pointed to the wrong ear that he has it in. He has it in his right ear the entire movie. The entire movie. He's got this. And the left ear is intact. And the cut is never explained in the film. It's just something that he has. But because Jake is this tough outback character who's obviously been in a few scrapes, this might just be a battle scar that he obviously survived. And it just shows what a tough guy he is, that he can get through these fights with minimal damage, just a nick in his ear. But at the end of the movie, there is this scene that is chiefly taking place between two other characters. And Jake is observing the scene, basically. He does have one line in it, but he is there, and we do know the geography of everything that's happening. But all of a sudden, when we go to him for his line, it's in his left ear. The nick is in his left ear after having been in his right ear the whole time. So I actually believe that it was drawn correctly. Because we're talking about an animated film. How could it possibly be? I believe the cells were probably drawn correctly. As far as where the nick was. But I think that it was drawn with the wrong eye line. That was where the difference was. And so what they probably had to do was flip the image so the eye line was correct. Because that would be more important to maintain the geography of the characters and what was going on, so that we knew that Jake had not flipped to another side of where the other characters, Bernard and Bianca, are. So we can take a look at that, because
Oh, Bernard, you are magnificent. You are absolutely the hero of the day.
Miss Bianca, before anything else happens, will you marry me?
Bernard, of course I will.
Well done, mate.
Come on, Marahute. Let's all go home.
And from the beginning of the movie, the nick has been in Jake's right ear the entire time. We've never ever had it change. Always there in the right ear. Now if we look at the geography of everything in the end of the scene where Bernard and Bianca and Jake are in relationship to each other, Jake is on the outside more towards frame right. And as we see, even in this shot that's a little wider, there it is in his right ear, that nick. All of a sudden it's in the left. But look at where his eye line is. That's the issue. The eye line integrity would be more important than keeping that nick in his ear. It would be much more jarring to see a character flip and go, wait a minute, wasn't he standing over in this area? That jump would be, and I think that, again, most audiences aren't even going to notice that nick in his ear flipped. So.
Come on, Marahute. Let's all go home.